Ah yes, Australia. A country that is filled with wonderful places, animals, and for the most part people. But the kids on the other hand... Here we go! Yeah, not so sure about them. What's going on everyone, and welcome back to another video. And today I was scrolling through YouTube when I came across a video titled Aussie Teens Go to Ireland, which is part of a series called World's Strictest Parents, and I could just tell that the video would provide some good content, and boy was I right. So the idea is that there are two Australian kids who are being completely disrespectful to their parents and are just generally being little cunts. So as a natural solution to this, the parents decide to ship them off to Ireland and make them someone else's problem for a little bit. So without further ado, let's jump straight into it.
This Sydney mum says she's lost control in her own home. Her teenage daughter, Emily, steals from her, swears at her, and has thrown so many parties the neighbours won't speak to them.
Now I don't know about you, but in my professional opinion as an Australian, this doesn't sound like an out-of-control kid. She sounds like a bloody legend.
It's come to the point that something drastic has to be done, and if it's sent it to another country, to another family, and me look like a bad mother, I don't care, I'll do it.
No, you're not a bad parent at all. I agree completely. If your kid's being out of control, your only solution is to deport them.
When mum's at work, I get my friends over and we play drinking games. In the Year 10 school book, I was voted the biggest smartass and also the biggest party animal.
Hang on, since when were those categories in a yearbook? There's no way you'd be flicking through the pages and going, yep, there's the most likely to succeed, most likely to be an actor, and of course the biggest smartass. Wouldn't want to forget that.
It's not good enough.
And mum was like, are you happy? Are you proud of yourself? And I was like, yes, I am. That's really good. I was really excited by that.
Alright, well that's Emily out the way, so who's next?
About everything, think about the future.
16-year-old Harry from Perth may look like a nice kid, but his explosive temper is threatening to tear his family apart.
Alright, they make me do something I don't want to do. I'll stand up for myself and I won't take it.
Oh yeah, this kid seems out of control. I wouldn't want to mess with him. I mean, the chain on his neck says it all, really. That would have been at least, I don't know, $20 from Target?
It's mum that makes me the angriest out of anyone at all.
No, because you're...
Yes!
He scares me sometimes. He'll front up to me.
What?
No.
It's gonna be what?
No.
It's gonna be what?
Oh.
Yep, that's the way. You show your middle-aged mum who's boss. Anyway, let's meet the poor family who for some reason is willing to look after these kids.
Harry and Emily are being sent to County Cork in Ireland. They'll have to fit in with a traditional family big on old Catholic values.
We're strict for their own safety, we're strict for their own health reasons, we're strict because we love them.
Dad John runs a building company, while Mum Mary is a special needs teacher with a degree in teen psychology.
Look, no offence, but whatever degree she's got, she's failed to take into account one thing. These are Aussie kids. There isn't an argument they can't win just by going, nah mate, get fucked.
Prince! You can't use bad language in our house. It's not allowed.
Once, I just said, damn it. Anyway, my parents got so angry with me and they said, you have to go outside and eat your dinner with the dogs because you're speaking like an animal. I was mortified, but I learned a lesson.
Oh no, they've got no idea what they've gotten themselves into. Because you see, in Australia, no one can actually understand what you say unless every second word is fuck.
John and Mary control what their kids download, weeknight TV is banned, and mobile phones must be handed in every night.
Oh yeah, that takes me back. Back to when I was 6 years old and my mum would take away my DS at night, and I'd have to steal it back, only to be caught later when the Mario Kart theme song was blasting from the DS speakers under my pillow.
John, you're very welcome.
Hi, Emily. Delighted to meet you. Welcome to our house. Thank you. Go on ahead.
We're going to treat you the very, very same as our own children. We have rules which we've agreed with our own children, and they've no problem with it. We don't drink, we don't smoke.
We don't curse or swear or use bad language, and we're fairly strict about that.
And that's what's killed him right there. Drinking and smoking was bad enough, but as soon as they said no bad language, a little bit of Harry just died. Alright, so they also end up going to one of the Irish schools, so this should be good.
School, it's going to be terrible. First chance we get to wag, I will.
Do anything.
Look at the way he's done his tie, he looks like fucking Jay from The Inbetweeners.
Don't do anything that would upset anyone. Promise me?
Yep.
Harry barely makes it to morning tea, and he's out the school gates already.
I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what's in this town. I'll probably do whatever.
I love how Harry decides to sneak out of school and the cameraman's just there and goes, alright, bet, where we heading? And doesn't even try to stop him.
For God's sake. I've just received a phone call from the principal to say that Harry left the school building.
Stop, Harry. Where were you? Where were you? I'm sick worried, looking for you driving up and down the streets.
Look, I'd be more worried about the locals, to be honest. Because when you see an individual like this out in public, you should really be concerned for your safety.
Now you go into your room and you stay there.
Harry's been ordered to his room for the entire night. But if that wasn't enough, Mary's just discovered the bottle of wine Emily stashed under the mattress.
Emily? Yes. Come here. What's this about? It's ridiculous. You know there's rules in this country about alcohol.
Yeah, there are drinking rules in Australia as well, but try and tell that to every 12-year-old, Eshe.
That's a real breach of trust. And
It's not like I was drinking it, so it doesn't matter, I haven't been drinking it.
Look, the fact that it's half empty might tell a different story there. Anyway, so the kids get letters from their parents pretty soon after this, and then everything gets emotional and boring. So I'm just going to end the video here. So thanks so much for watching, everyone, and the lesson of the day is, don't be a prick to your parents, or they'll force you to live with some Irish Catholics.